With that, relook at the what we have covered in the first session. Let me speak about some exciting applications today. Right, so I'm showing you some websites. Probably you can even later on search at your own. I will put these all links on the lecture notes somewhere, so you will have access to all. See, this is one of the website that I have opened up. Right, ecubelabs.com, and this ecubelabs talks about one of the case study which is of Dublin airport, right? And what they have done is, just look at here, after deploying the solution, that solution is based on IoT, right? So I want to talk about some exciting applications which will motivate you to study the subject. We have been able to go from collecting 840 containers 4 times a day to collecting just 80 containers a day. Right, see here, you don't think that the reduction in the collection of the container, actually we are making it more efficient. This has increased our operational efficiency upwards of 90% and resulted in significant cost savings. The solution has also provided us with the data which has allowed us to recognize peak times in the area, and from that adjust the allocation of staffing in those areas, as well as increased waste container capacity where needed. See, this is a complete case study. Probably you must look at, right? So I'm leaving it to you guys to explore in the more detail, but they have explained it nicely. You must explore this website, right? Once you get an opportunity. Let me go to some other exciting application. Right, look at this. Right, what they are saying in this application, this is the smartxtech.com website. Understand your cow even better from within. See, this is actually, right, they have done some innovation in the milk production and how they can maximize the milk production and how they can take care of the cow, right? So this is the tagline: no one is as close to the animal as SmartXtech, right? So this is how they have explained. If you look at this website and what kind of technologies that they are using, you will come to know, right? See, these are the features that they have mentioned here, right? Try to look at this part. Works 90% of the time, right? So this is really one of the more exciting study that you should look into. So again, I'm leaving it to you guys. You must explore it in the more detail, right? I have already spoke about. Now this is very important. See, look at this. I hope you are able to see this screen, and this vehicle is passing in this this animation, and you can see the light footprint. See, then it's getting off. This man is moving with this bicycle, that vehicle is passing, so light footprint get illuminated. Same thing is for the cycle. Now this is actually a full control street lighting, and this is very exciting. If you go to the contact us, why I'm sharing with you, this is very important. See, what is the contribution of Indian and especially the Gujarati fellow. You should look at this. Go to the contact us, and you can see here, right? So if some of you are interested, try to visit this company. It is in Ahmedabad itself, right? And they have a ready-made solutions available, and that's how they can improve. I mean, see, for example, in the society, if we can put up, let's say it's a very big society, there could be a lot of savings in terms of money, right? So this is what one should try to explore. So TV light is another example. I hope everybody is listening to me and there is no concern over the voice, right? If anything, please write in Q&A, right? So this is another application. So I said 3 things: Dublin airport, then how you can speak to the cow, that application I spoke about, right? Let me show you something. This is Badit sleep monitor. Right now, probably you might be aware that we already have that fit belt and those things, but this is one more step ahead, right? I wish you to explore it and try to see how they have built the application and what magic it's doing, right? And what are the technical specification. You can look at the technical specification and especially try to explore what kind of sensor that they are using, right? And what is the connectivity mechanism, what parameter that they are using, right? What kind of features that application is supporting via this sensor. This is very important case study that you should undertake, and in fact I wish each one of you to at least study one case study in very detail, right? Let us go in very deep into one of the case studies so that you will get an entire idea of the spectrum, how complete IoT cycle or its ecosystem will work, right? So this is another example website. I hope you are noting it, right? Another thing that I want to tell you is this one, Mauser.in. If you go to this website, probably you will find out a lot of low power technologies, right? And so try to explore about how this low power technologies works, right, and why it is so important. And there is one important point which they have mentioned here. I wish all of you to look at that part, how our switching is taking place and up to how much time the device will remain on, for how much time the device will remain off, and how this low power technology can enhance the life, right? So try to look at this website also, very exciting. Similarly, very important agenda, especially for India, right? Digital agriculture, improving profitability. This is actually our national agenda. Try to look at this case study, right? What they are talking about the precision farming actually, right? And see, Accenture Connected Crop Solutions. So try to look at how they are working. This is an organization, IT industry only, and what they have done. Try to go into that. Maybe you can click here, view full report. You will get an entire idea how they are working on this, right? Very important. Similarly, another application, right? This is the website. I hope you are able to see. Smart parking sensor platform enables city motorists save time and fuel, right? This is a parking system already in place, and you can see with the photographs. And important thing is what technology they are using, how they are connecting vehicle to vehicle and the nearby devices, what kind of interface that they have put up, how they have make the circuit. You can see here XBEE, right? So what kind of sensor, what kind of connecting technology, try to go into the detail. Try to look at this case study in very detail. You will get an entire idea, right? So this is again a very important case study that you should go into, right? So these are all the important application that one must look into. So after looking at all this application, let me take you to other part of the subject. So basically, we have already started. This is my second session, and I have already introduced the IoT to all of you, and I said few basic things. But let's define it formally, right? So what we gonna understood probably in this session or throughout the things is like this. IoT and WOT. What is WOT? The Internet of Things today, time for convergence towards the IoT universe, Internet of Things vision, IoT strategic research and innovation directions, IoT applications. I already spoke about future internet technologies, infrastructure, network and communication, process, data management, security, privacy and trust, device level, energy issues, IoT related standardization, recommendation on research topics, right? So that's make your entire curriculum, and throughout the semester we gonna learn each topic in very detail. Look at this diagram. I think this diagram is self-explanatory. I don't require to explain you much, but you can see around this circle there are many things like lamp, there is a house, there is a computer, right? There is a mobile phone, there is a coffee maker machine, right? And they are connected, and that's what it make the Internet of Things. Right now, very exciting slide. If you look at this slide, internet connects all the people, right? That's called the Internet of People. Internet connect all the things, which called the Internet of Things. In the last session, if you say remembered, I asked you a question, what is Facebook, and some of you have smartly replied that it's a network of the people, right? And what is the backbone behind that network of the people? Internet is the backbone. If I remove the internet, there is no value for the Facebook, right? Similarly, if you look at the Twitter or any social media site, actually they are connecting the people, and so we call it internet of people. Similarly, when you connect the things all together, what we are getting is, friends, internet of things, right? So what is the formal definition? Interconnection of things or objects or machines. Example: sensors, actuators, mobile phones, electronics devices, home appliances like refrigerator, we already talk about, any existing items and interact with each other via internet. That's what make the internet of things, right? So why should we care actually, right? So it's basically one of the reason why we should care about IoT and why it is in your curriculum. It's one of the cutting edge technology, so we cannot move away being a computer science or IT students. There is a prediction 50 billion connected devices by 2025. 50 billion connected devices by 2025. Just try to calculate what is the population, world population, and see these devices and try to look at the difference. What was the last piece of technology you purchased that did not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth built in? This is the question for all of you. Have you procured any item, electronics item, other than pen drive, I'm talking about, that did not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth built in, right? So that's very important. And once you have this, these tools, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth built in, and being an engineer, we always have an exciting applications in the mind. So what Wikipedia says, the Internet of Things refers to uniquely identifiable objects. This is very important, uniquely identifiable objects and their virtual representation in an internet-like structure. This is according to the Wikipedia. The most important word that I'm carry forwarding throughout the semester is uniquely identifiable objects. That's very important. Please keep this point in mind. What Cisco says, the IoT is the network of physical objects accessed through the internet as defined by technology analysts and visionaries. These objects contain embedded technology to interact with internal state or the external environment. In other words, when objects can sense and communicate, it changes how and where decisions are made and who makes them. Right? This is according to the Cisco. So the Internet of Things, also called the Internet of Objects, refer to the wireless networks between objects. Usually the network will be wireless and self-configuring, such as household appliances. According to the Wikipedia, another definition, the term IoT has come to describe a number of technologies and research disciplines that enable the internet to reach out into the real world of physical objects. That was in IoT 2008. This is in 2020, very important. Things having identities and virtual personalities operating in smart spaces using intelligent interfaces to connect and communicate within social, environmental and user context. Very important. I have given an example in the last session. If you remembered, I used to say that your refrigerator is going to be on Twitter. So when you are coming back from the office, your refrigerator will tweet you, you don't have a milk available, please bring it. Right? So the Internet of Things is the network of physical objects, devices, vehicles, buildings and other items embedded with electronic software, sensors and network connectivity that enable these objects to collect and exchange the data. That is a whole objective of IoT. Please understand, when I want to connect my device, either it has to have a sensor, it has to have electronics. Even though it does not have an operating system, it will be fine. I think I have clarified that idea in the first session itself, where we spoke about IoT devices. And some of you have asked me, what do you mean by an IoT device? I already said that. For example, Arduino board could be an example of IoT device, or similarly a Raspberry Pi board could be an example of the IoT device. Right, so with this definition in the mind, let's move ahead. So basically in this diagram, if you can see, there are three circles main, right? I hope you are able to see there are three circles in the main. One is the sensors, another represent the connectivity, and the third circle represent people and processes, right? And there is a convergence of these three is happening. Actually that union, these are the three different set, and if you look at the union of these three things, and that is what we call as an IoT. You need a sensors or actuators, you need a connectivity mechanisms, and you need a people and process to utilize these things. and that's what make the IoT space, right? So if you take the union of these three, intersection of these three, and that's what constitute the IoT. Now you might have a question, ki sir, what comes in the sensor? For example, a temperature sensor, a simple example, right? What comes in the connectivity? Let's say Bluetooth. It could be RFID, it could be Wi-Fi. That's come in the connectivity. When I say people and process, let's say you are using, as a user, you are using some temperature data to maintain the temperature of, let's say, cold storage facility, for example, right? Or there could be a process which will take a decision based on the data which is received from the temperature sensor. So that combination of all these things, convergence of all these three into one, that's intersection of these three, that's what make the space of IoT, right? Look at this diagram. There were three axes, and you can see any place, anytime, and anything. If this is an objective, if this is the perspective actually, and then you are moving into the IoT domain. If this is the perspective, you want at any place, you want it at any time, and you want it anything, then probably it's nothing but an Internet of Things, right? So if this is your perspective, you are moving in the right direction. Look at this graph, and I have already said from where we have copied this graph. Look at this slide, actually starting from 2015 to 2025, right? And that number represent in billions, right? Connected devices in billions. So what is the prediction in 2025? It's almost going to reach 75.44 billions connected devices worldwide, right? And that's a reason why the IoT is so important, right? So the vision of the IoT can be seen from two perspectives: internet centric and thing centric. The end goal is to have plug and play smart objects that can be deployed in any environment with an interoperable interconnection backbone that allows them to blend with other smart objects around them. Now, probably just to make this slide very clear, let me help you the way we have started using the pen drive. I don't know how many of you are still using a pen drive, but when I was in the college, actually, and my journey at IIT Roorkee 2003 to 2005, I will tell you, friends, we used to have a read-writable CD. Right, even it was not an era of pen drive. We used to have a read-writable CD where we copy the data into the CD, then we overwrite it, and that's how we used to keep the temporary data on a read-writable CD. Right now, CD drive is out of the world. Another thing is, then the era of the pen drive was started. Right now, when we used to buy a pen drive, actually there has to be a small CD along with the pen drive. And anyone have idea what you got in that CD with the pen drive? Anyone? You can write in Q&A. You know what you will get along with the pen drive in that CD? Any imagination, any guesswork that you can apply? I would be happy to listen to that guesswork. Yes, you can write in Q&A. Suppose you buy a pen drive. Yes, you are getting actually the driver. You are getting a driver to install before you can use the pen drive. That means that pen drive has to have a driver installed in your operating system. That means your operating system was not smart. That means it was not plug and play. But nowadays you buy a pen drive, do you install anything? No. The reason is your operating system became so smart. In that context, now if you read, after looking at this example, read this statement. The end goal is to have plug and play. The way I can insert the pen drive, similarly I want to connect my IoT device. For example, today let's say you buy Timex fit belt, right? आपको क्या install करना पड़ेगा? If you buy a Timex या Titan का वो जो fit belt आता है, right? Which will show your pulse rate and walking speed and everything. What do you need to install in order to access that fit belt? You need an application, right? Which has been designed by them only, right? And that's how it communicates. Suppose you buy an Apple Watch. You buy an Apple Watch. Apple Watch will work with the Android phone. I don't have it. I don't have an idea, but if some of you can tell me, it would be great help to the entire class. Anyone has an idea? Apple Watch will work with Android phone? I just got a question. No, sir, it would not work, right? Great. So, see, you are getting a bottleneck, right? So, what I'm trying to convey here is it's not a plug and play. That means the each IoT device you buy or procure, you need a specific things to be installed. What is our dream is we want to have it plug and play. That means you bring any item from anywhere in the world, you don't require to worry about the platform and the software. That's what, look at this. Now look at the point. Let's get more clear now. The end goal is to have plug and play smart objects, huh? Not only the object. Smart means it has a connectivity feature, it can be connected with the internet. That's what I mean by smart. Smart object that can be deployed in any environment with an interoperable interconnection backbone that allows them to blend with other smart objects around them. Right? For example, you bring some MI item, and then MI item could not speak to the Apple item or something like that. Then that's not the end goal. So this is actually one of the vision that we have, and still we are far away from that. Right? So lot of opportunities. Look at this diagram, very exciting diagram. Online shopping. How many of you know Amazon Go? Amazon Go. Maybe you can do Google search for a moment. I wish some of you to do a Google search on Amazon Go, and let me, when you say wearable technologies, probably a Fitbelt is a good example, right? Then smartphones, whatever you have in smartphone, it is there on the internet. I will show some demo also later on, maybe after 5th or 6th lecture. I have some IoT devices at my home. I will show you that demo. Vehicles can be connected. Home lighting, probably I will show the demo here, home lighting, right? Then home and appliances that you can connect, your music system, for example, Google Mini, or that Alexa, right? Personal computer, analytics, in-flight services, probably. This all are the quite familiar, and quite popular domain of the IoT. And then in addition to that, what exciting application just now I have spoke about, right? I wish all of you to explore those applications, right? Even transportation and logistic, very important, right? For example, at present, what is the biggest concern with any item which is food, let's say food item, or maybe a vaccine, let's say COVID-19 vaccine, right? We wish to have an entire map of the how that item has traveled, in what environment. Because when it is a food item, it is not important that it traveled via Surat and then the Ahmedabad and then the Mehsana. It's not like that. We want to track along with that what environment it has been kept, right? Whether there was some touch or not, whether it has been opened or not, right? Those kind of environment sense you want to get when it comes to you, whether there is a mix up or not. I don't know, many of you are from Saurashtra, right? You might be knowing a biggest problem with our government system today is that પેલી શીંગ ખરીદી થાય છે ને, અને શીંગના કોથળામાં, I'm speaking in Gujarati, even you don't understand, don't worry, right? એ શીંગના કોથળામાં લોકો માટી મિક્સ કરી દે છે, અને એના લીધે ઘણા બધા કૌભાંડ ને બહુ બધા પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ થયા, right? And that's a real issue. Can we resolve that issue using an IoT? Right? So that's what transportation and logistic in healthcare domain. Right? See, today, if I go to the hospital, I need to show to the doctor a lot of, probably prescription and lot of reports and everything, and then doctor has to take a decision based on his availability and his time. Rather than that, probably in the future, what I forecast is 3-4 years down the line, you go and stand in the box. Probably doctor can see the last 15 years history of your blood report, and he can make some decision. He can see the analytics actually, right? What kind of drugs you have taken, and let's say you've taken X drugs, you recovered in 10 days, you've taken Y drugs, you recovered in 3 days. So those things get pop up, and so that doctor can make the important decision about you. Hello, I hope you are getting right. So my prediction is that when in the future, probably when you become a parent, the first thing that you need to do for your child is doctor will fit up a chip into the body of the child, or some electronics devices, and going to be very remain secured, and that store all this kind of data, right? So our body also, it's a moving person, but he is an entity whom can be tracked actually, right? Privacy and security is going to be a concern, but we may have some good technology in place, don't worry, right? Similarly, smart environments, comfortable homes, offices, industrial plants, smart museum and gym. See, I have an idea here for you if some of you are excited to work on that. Sir, yes, I can tell you at present, the biggest issue is most of, we got a new word in this century, WFH, work from home. And the biggest problem in the work from home environment is we don't have that, what I can say is that environment, office environment, right? And probably everybody don't have that space. So using some lighting, using some technology, can you create a adaptive environment which will emulate your office space? जब तक वो ऑन होगा तब तो आपको लगेगा कि you are sitting in office, right? But otherwise you will be, and so we are very close. If you are using this Zoom or WebEx or Google Meet, you have a facility to set your background, virtual background, but actually that is just to make a fool the people, right? But when you are sitting, actually can you get that feeling? That's what we mean by the smart environments, right? So then personal and social, that you already know, I don't require to explain anything. Futuristic, it could be a robot taxi, right? Driverless car, we are already talking about, and that dream is not far. Probably 5 years down the line, we may have that, right? Robot taxi. Great, right? So when you want to study this subject, the question that comes is, what are the skills needed in order to understand or start working with the IoT? So the first thing is you need to understand the basic electronics. You need to understand some programming language, for example, C, C++, some scripting language, or Python will do, right? You need to have a basic networking. I already spoke about that part. You need to clear it. You should have an idea about how you can do some application development. Even there are some ready-made tools available, so really you don't require to be master of that, right? Either web application or just an application server, you should have some basic, and mobile application could be an optional. So if you get into all these details, probably you are ready to go, ready to start, or ready to work as an IoT engineer, right? So what we gonna do now in this subject is, I'm going to start for you with the basic electronics. And on the other end, Professor Pravesh has already started with the sensors. So by the time we complete the electronics and the sensors, and then probably we can start building some small application, some small demo application, and slowly and gradually we will move forward in the some protocols and some technologies and everything. And so probably at the end of the semester you have a you're ready to go with the IoT things, right? So these are the few prerequisites that we need to study. So as a basic electronics, I will tell you few concept things, few things which are required to have an idea. Programming, probably C, you already know. Python, most of you know. You have a basic networking concept. Whenever you are lacking, I will tell you. And then once we have this prerequisite, we are ready to start with IoT, right? So probably then you already know this 802.3 Ethernet, 802.11 is a Wi-Fi. I already said so many times, right? So आपको ये connectivity technologies पता होनी चाहिए, right? And these are the network layer protocols about networking that you should know. ये जो third point था ना, basic networking, मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ. ये सब आपको थोड़ा देख लेना चाहिए अगर नई आइडिया है तो. You must look at that, right? IPv4 you already know. IPv6 you have a bit idea about that, right? At transport layer I already said there are two protocols, TCP and UDP. आपको फिर भी याद नहीं है तो आई विल रिमाइंड यू, देर आर सम वीडियो अपलोडेड बाय मी, यू कैन वॉच दोज वीडियो एंड दैट विल मेक इट वेरी क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ you, right? And these are the application layer protocol like HTTP. Then you should know the DDS actually, WebSocket शायद आपको आइडिया है, बाकी सब हम पढ़ने वाले हैं, COAP, MQTT, XMPP, we will study in very detail.